Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about recruiting. And I know that sounds strange because most of the people who are watching this video are loan originators, but there's a lot of branch managers that are watching it as well. And I'm going to try to address both pieces of it. What is recruiting all about? You know, Shane Stanton is probably the best example of someone who understands what recruiting is and has developed an incredible machine to help us recruit people. So let's talk about how you recruit people in today's environment and what types of things are going to make people want to come and work with you and us. The first is to leverage our platform. There isn't a better recruiting platform than we have with Mello 360. It tells you everybody in the United States that's doing business and with whom they're doing business and how much business they are doing. When you do Mello 360, you know more about that individual loan officer than they probably do, based on the fact that information's all in front of you. Leverage your recruiter. They're incredibly good at talking with people and teeing them up for the right opportunity. Tell them what you're looking for. Understand how they sell you and how they sell the company, so that when you do meet with their client, you're in sync with what was told to them by the recruiter. That's very important, that all of a sudden you're not talking about something totally different. It's just good communication. And the last thing I'd tell you is that the products we have and the Mello platform that we have for loan originators is still at the top of the technology pyramid. No retail lender in the United States has more access to products than you at Loan Depot. And we can even broker to those who we don't have products for, which if you're at UWM, you can't do that. They're already brokering through one entity. So one of the things I want you all to think about when we're recruiting is, what am I looking for? Today, in today's environment, with the uncertainty of the market, with consolidations, closures, mergers, all sorts of things happening, the best place to be is in the number 2 position with the best originators in your market. Why is being number 2 good? Wouldn't you want to be number 1? Well, number 1 is the company they're with today, and they've been with, and they've been successful with for some time, which is why you're talking to them. But being the first lender they'll call if something goes awry is exactly where you want to be. Because in this environment, things can go awry very quickly. We saw Home Point go out like a light this morning. It happens fast. So understanding that they know that we're available, that our platform's here, dripping on them the value proposition that you have, and the opportunity that they can be more effective and more efficient and do more loans here than they're doing at their current company, without bad-mouthing the company they're with, because bad-mouthing a company somebody's with is a really bad recruiting strategy. Why? It's insulting to the person. It's like saying, hey, the people you hang out with aren't good people. That's not a compliment. That insults them as well. Their company's fine, but things change, and when they do, you want to be there to capture that opportunity. If you're a loan officer and you're looking for perhaps a production assistant or another loan officer to help build your team, let me give you some thoughts about what to do in that regard. The largest population of people that are going to be buying houses in America are going to be Spanish-speaking folks, African Americans, and Asians. So if you're like most of the mortgage industry, which is pretty Caucasian, and you're looking for someone to supplement your business model, find someone who has language skills. Find somebody from a different culture. Bring them into your organization. Why? Because it's going to expand your ability to market to those communities. You can't do it as effectively without their help. I know in one of my cases, my daughter has a builder who she interviewed with. He didn't want to hire her. And the reason he didn't want to hire her is that a large portion of his home buyers were Hispanic, and she didn't speak Spanish. In fact, when she first interviewed with him, he said, I can't hire you because you don't speak Spanish. She went back to her branch manager. They strategized the opportunity with the builder and ended up with a production assistant that spoke Spanish. So all of a sudden, Kristen and her partner could fulfill what the builder wanted, and she's had the account now 5 years. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're looking to recruit, either as a branch manager or a loan officer, recruit to your team that's going to expand your opportunity to relate to the community that you currently don't service. In a smaller market, you have to grow your opportunities. And the way to do that is to build a team that has more reflection in the community, has more understanding of the culture, and can help you understand how to market to that opportunity. That's what recruiting is about. A lot of people think recruiting is about hooking somebody in. Gee, you're going to make more here. I can pay you a signing bonus. I can do this. I can do that. Recruiting with a hook can be effective, but being a magnet is a much better recruiting strategy. Talk to them about the positives of our organization and you'll become attractive to people. Just hooking someone when they feel down about their company may not bring you the person that's going to be a long-term player with our organization. Culture is about belief in who you are and what you bring to the table and not telling people anything different. We can't do everything in the world. There's a lot of bank products we can't compete with. There's a lot of certain marketplaces that we're not as competitive as we want to be as an independent mortgage banker. We have to accept that. And we have to go with what we have and deliver it. And in my opinion, above all retail lenders in the United States today, our technology and our product platform, our builder platform, our resale platform has all the tools you need to be an effective loan officer and win even in a sparse environment. But when you're thinking about recruiting, think about growing a little differently than hiring someone just like you. And you're going to find a whole new market that could give you a chance to make your market share grow no matter where you are in the United States today.